trueOGseries.
Life could be a lie, you know. Sometimes you need prayer, weed, some me time. I've been missing my prayers, know I need to pray more. I've been staying quiet, know I need to say more. I've been on the go like when I need to stay for. The love ain't there, and I know that I can make more. Life is a workout, trust me, it can shape y'all. Know me, I just stay awake to the wake, y'all. Running out of time, I ain't running out of faith, y'all. I know about a 9 and an 8, y'all. Riding in the 7, riding in the 6. Give you 5 if you for the cause. 3, 2, 1. Do you really want a gun or do you need you one? Did your homie talk poison? Did he feed you some? Did you get back peace for the weed you brung? Did you start a trust fund for the seeds to come? And do you trust fun or do you trust serious? Point blank, from point blank you bleed like a period. Need a couple prayers and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. I feel a new strain, so I need a new strain. Need a couple prayers and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. I feel a new strain, so I need a new strain. Staring at the stars, trying to beat the odds. We was young, selling dog food for European cars. If you knew about the mob, you would die to be involved. Or maybe not, nigga, you could die if you involved. Ain't no robbery involved. You pay the price of blood when you take the oath. Maybe it's a robbery involved. Or maybe even worse, but you riding with your dog. And you look them eye to eye, side to side us in the morgue. Hopefully you make it out and evolve and mature. Fuck hanging at the store when I could buy the store. I don't want no ready rock when I could buy a raw. I don't want no stepped on when I could buy it pure. I'ma need the 45, got the 44. I'm about them presidents when I'm stepping out the door. Hopping in the whip, popping in the clip. Cause even all alone I be reppin' for the cause. Need a couple prayers and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. I feel a new strain, so I need a new strain. Need a couple prayers and I need a couple J's. Getting off the grid, I just need a couple days. Come to getting money, no, I need a couple ways. I feel a new strain, so I need a new strain. You might feel strange, you know. Say your prayers. If you smoke weed, smoke your weed, dog. Right off the grid, you know. Take care of yourself.
10,000 just the way you want it. You get 10,000.
imitations. I've been watching you for about 2 weeks. Selling phony imitations. I've been watching you for about 2 weeks. I've been watching you for about 2 weeks. I've been watching you for about 2 weeks. I'm selling phony imitations. I've been watching you for about 2 weeks. Selling phony imitations of myself. If I lose the wild, I'ma take away your baby. Strong arm tapping out your pockets. Look at this tape, loose ass plastic. Copy machine, put you damn straight. I wanna hit you, but I don't, cause I maintain. It's just a promise, peddler, offender. The question marks. Is the record company involved? The reality is that I'm gonna play cheap. Somebody take the weight, pockets like on E. That I key, the proverb T. When the fine bus toss to my lost income. I GM Jack, yo, I see, weak vendor out there. Yo, still on my tape. I don't give a fuck about that popping. Everyone's got problems selling my tape. Ain't gon' solve them, or it might add. Yeah, with a heating pad. I'm gonna off my don't rhyme in all the time. Or you will be out much more than a dime.
A leg in a boot constitute the right to shoot one who steals my loot. Bang bang like it ain't no thing to the bastard who sold my shit before it's mastered. Now how the fuck did you get a copy? It's an inside job, but the security is sloppy. But nevertheless, I'm doing my best to solve this mess. I find out and blow a hole in his chest. It's black music that they wanna discredit. Garth Brooks ain't bootleg, cause they'll never let it happen. That's why I'm capping and slapping all the motherfuckers selling tapes of young black kids rapping. They try to say hardcore don't sell, but everywhere I go they kick my shit well. New York to California, everywhere in between. No flavor of the gun, so what the fuck do you mean? I gotta get my props in 92, it's up to you to listen. You do your part about that bullshit from the start. I can't you get back what I don't receive. Best believe they got a trick up their sleeve.
You do ride a rhyme in the top, we hollow out a flask. Crack again and start with his teeth one time, swallow the glass. A pain in the ass to say the least. It came with many new techniques to slay the beast, while simultaneously saving the streets.
You remember that,
common and savage with above average.
Cause I'm the one y'all need to
get the cabbage in the most lavish sweets. Consummate marriages in between the middle of sheets. Provider of the middle eats. Try to be the illest dad and kid of me. For the love of patter of little feats. It kinda gets you right here, don't it? Mess with mine, your life will be a nightmare, won't it? Left the night at home, I hope my lady don't own it. Doggone it, it ain't even got no serial number on it. For God's sake, spare the guard the heartache. Mentally scar a smart snake before he start to fake. They love to hate him on a certain level, need him. Gidra known to make a deal with the devil and beat him. Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, he hollow out a flask. Crack again and start with his teeth one time, swallow the glass. A pain in the ass to say the least. He came with many new techniques to slay the beast, while simultaneously saving the streets. Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, he hollow out a flask. Crack again and start with his teeth one time, swallow the glass. A pain in the ass to say the least. He came with many new techniques to slay the beast. Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, he hollow out a flask. Crack again and start with his teeth one time, swallow the glass. Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, he hollow out a flask. Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, he hollow out a flask. Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, he hollow out a flask. Crack again and start with his teeth one time, swallow. Gidra ride a rhyme in the top, he hollow out a flask. Crack again and start with his teeth one time, swallow the glass. A pain in the ass to say the least. Came with many new techniques to slay the beast, while simultaneously saving the streets. Bombing and common and savage with above average beats. Get the cabbage in the most lavish sweets. Consummate marriages in between the middle of the streets. Provider of the middle eats. Try to be the illest dad and kid of me. For the love of patter of little feats. It kinda gets you right here, don't it? Mess with mine, your life will be a nightmare, won't it? Left the night at home, I hope my lady don't own it. Doggone it, it ain't even got no serial number on it. For God's sake, spare the guard the heartache. Mentally scar a smart snake before he start to fake. They love to hate him on a certain level, need him. He's known to make a deal with the devil and beat him. Then proceed to sip a shot of vodka like methadone. The mic said to the headphone, we just wanna be left alone so we can get it on to an unknown metronome. Don't worry, really get the zone. Crews best to get they chrome. Pay your overdue dues to King Ghidra, better known. Getting grown, trying to get on the mic, instead it's blown. Too many freaks, not enough circuses. Only a true geek can peep how much work this is. So put that in your blunt hole and puff it. Stunts at the gun show, y'all might as well stuff it. Or can it? Abandon ship, I'll miss y'all. And if they insist, beat them all like.
Cause I'm the one, y'all know what I'm
But I know I made it. Oh no. Say that you be on that same shit. No 1%, but I know I made it. Say that you be on that same shit. No 1%, but I know I made it. Rap, ready, and oh no, Pass the peas like these trees smoking indigo. Niggas stay high, sipping blue ribbon and Michelob. Tipsy off Chigalos, I took to the head like Jigga flows. The life of kings, I want a king size bed. I rolled up in a red core, rolled out in a new act. It ain't no Nubians, but it shoulders improvement. Though mama bought it, they can't say that my movement ain't moving. Representing these indies, turn these pinties to Cubans. To riches and cigars, high smoke bars, my pumas. They can't feel like you sane, don't get caught up by rumors. Lessons learned, now I concern myself with consumers that love to consume that shit that I be dropping like juniors. Second childhood, the second coming to real shit. Motherfuckers across the world be feeling like William Shatner. My Star Trek focus on Enterprise until I shine like stars. Night one day I stand beside rap. Excuse me. Yeah, tell your boy to bring your squad. I spit the raw. Competition got my nips harder than mixing knobs. Wardy what is importantly in the forefront, so cut the corny bullshit, my nigga. Bigger than hip hop, bigger than your jewelry, druggies and girlies. Keep at it though, Joey. Your focus won't be shit at 30. Perky, I'm the type of chick a VH1 of cast off, not a slave, and even slugs say I rap my ass off. Castro, I need a veggie garden. Never thirsty, I don't even beg your pardon. Ready, I'm in the limit. Like Yayo, no sent the beat, I sent the song back the same day. Can't treat me shy cause I'm from there. Shorty wear the weed cause she like to have some hair. I wear the crown cause the scully don't fit. Fam dry, flow dry, don't spit. Say that you be on that same shit. No 1%, but I know I made it. Say that you be on that same shit. No 1%, but I know I made it. Excuse me.
You remember that, motherfucker. Cause I'm the one y'all about.
trueOGseries. Welcome, peace world. What's going on? I'm Son Brave. Bishop the DJ is on the ones and twos. And you are tuned into the trueOGseries, the one and only podcast like a mixtape. Well, I'm gonna say original podcast like a mixtape, cause at this point in the game, we all know how it is. We dropped our first project really back in 2014, and we've been rocking with the show since 2017. Bishop the DJ is on the ones and twos, and I am your host, Son Brave. This is officially season 8 of the show, and you know, to keep things consistent and together, we're gonna have more topics. We're gonna really go in depth, and we're gonna have content for y'all that you can share at any point in the year. It doesn't matter if it's current news or not. So today's episode is going to be diving into the rich history of hip hop and the cultural significance that it holds. But before we begin, what's good, bro? What's good, world? How y'all feeling out there? Y'all wonderful, we lovely. Shout out to everyone who listens on whatever it is, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you're at. we're glad that you're listening, but we really appreciate it on YouTube just because, you know, we see the comments that y'all leave and we can interact with y'all. So make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe, and you leave a comment, all right? And, you know, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. You can see, shout out to the Black Runner Organization, the Rep and them. You know, but like back to today's subject, which is the history of hip hop. For those who may not be familiar, hip hop is a genre of music that originated in the Bronx, New York. It's around 1973 that we first see hip hop really come to life. And when you think of hip hop, you gotta realize it's a culture. It's not just a genre of music. It encompasses graffiti, beatboxing, rapping, DJ, B-boys, B-girls. So that's breaking for y'all who don't know. Breakdancing, that's the commercial term. It's breaking, that's the real term, that's the culture. You feel me? That's the cultural movement that has had a profound impact on the world to this day. And to understand the origins of hip hop, you know, we have to go back to the Bronx in the 1970s, like I said. You have to place yourself in the shoes of these residents of that time. You know, if you're lucky to even have them. Because think about it, the Bronx, it was a tough place to live. There was a lot of poverty and crime, and this was a daily reality for many of the residents. And it was amidst this turmoil that a new form of expression emerged. This form of expression spoke directly to and against the conditions that the residents were facing. DJ Kool Herc, who is widely considered the father of hip hop, he began throwing block parties. So it really started with his first back to school jam, really courtesy of his sister Cindy, This was August 11th, 1973. So yeah, hip hop is a Leo. Herc, you know, he would play funk and soul records. He was inspired by his father, Keith, back in Jamaica, because you gotta remember, they immigrated. So Jamaica played a part of the foundation of hip hop. We gotta stop with the whole division. Hip hop originally is about unity and bringing people together. It's peace, love, and fun, right? But Keith, Herc's father, would play Nina Simone, Louis Armstrong, Nat King Cole, Jim Reeves. These are just a few of the names that he was exposed to, okay? But instead of playing the songs in their entirety, he would focus on the instrumental breaks, which were the most danceable part of the record. Do you understand? So these were the breaks that allowed the crowd to dance for longer periods of time. And as these parties grew in popularity, DJs began to adopt Herc's style. And soon MCs, or rappers, began to perform over the instrumental breaks. This marked the beginning of the music and the culture that we know as hip hop. So, you know, as you can see, it's really about the creativity and the ingenuity of the people. That's what drove the birth of hip hop, and that's what we should never forget. So as you go forward with life, you gotta remember that your circumstances don't define you, okay? But anyway, we're gonna get back into the mix for now, and when we come back, we're gonna take a trip further down in the memory lane to discuss these things, all right? trueOGseries, we'll be back.
Here for mine, it's winning time. Bust on the mic with Magic, the baddest. Kareem the competition for dinner. I'm eating plenty but petty rhymes. Shoot a shot and a DM for me. Her landmines blowing up off deeper issues than your wardrobe a tax bracket. Sedentary, need to get active. Though that quality of life getting quick with tough ratchet. Moving smart, my dirt be clean, never buried the hatchet. Fire rapid and golf for acid, caught you lagging, distracted. All aboard towards the money, never time to move backwards. We ain't kids no more. Fuck you doubting my dreams. Be a pacifist, not for war. Before you become a part of folklore, hard to be on the scene. Monsters knock and blow the hinges off the doors. Extreme, no triple beam dreams and digital scales to make mail. Just hard work, skills, and never giving up will prevail. You want smoke? We got the smoke, but please don't choke. You want smoke? We got the smoke, but please don't choke. You want smoke? We got the smoke, but please don't choke. Ayy, all you ever wanted was hope. You want smoke? We got the smoke, but please don't choke. You want smoke? We got the smoke, but please don't choke. You want smoke? We got the smoke, but please don't choke. Escape from your chains with the key. How you cope? Night and day maneuvers, very ghastly faces. inhaling Buddha, shopping with your newborn. Missed opportunities haunt her. Or maybe the shell you stuck in say you haven't been far. Better learn to catch an Uber, eyes as red as a Gengar. Shades mask like COVID SARS. The illest, the greatest, my own story. Hideous or beautiful, relate to it. And the truth, you into it. Them other styles, counterfeit, illegit. Scared to speak, but bite my rhymes, you fecal lip. MCs and media have equal guilt. Catching full clips. When will the violence ever cease with these nitwits? In love with stained outfits. Blood pattering, splattering, pooling and gathering. On collective consciousness, maddening. Yeah, the people insane. Profit represents God, reverse for minimal gains. We need love and not terror. Power through trial and error never leads to what's fairer. The smoke don't get clearer. You want smoke? We got the smoke. But please don't choke. You want smoke? We got the smoke. But please don't choke. You want smoke?
Yo, your moms gon' put your picture in the dollar frame. All my guns rusty. I need a girl name. Kiss him, never beat him, mistreat him. Take him out for walks and even feed him. Stay aimed on a bigger basket. Beat a bastard like I'm supposed to. You better walk while you coast. Anybody bad is in the graveyard or on the way. Keep capping, I'ma show you the day. By the way, I'ma Russell hoodies, Levi jeans. For the Tim's nigga, from the era of them drill killers. Where hustlers hustle and dancers dance. You bitch made wouldn't stand a chance. The truth will set you free, but first it piss you off. Don't get your wig tossed. Them shiny rings and shit'll get you raw. You butter soft, get lost. It's a freelance.
So beat. You remember that, motherfucker. Cause I'm the one.
Yo, your mom's gon' put your picture in the dollar frame. All my guns rusty, I name them girl names. Kiss him, never beat him, mistreat him. Take him out for walks and even Yo, your mom's gon' put your picture in the dollar frame. All my guns rusty.
You remember that, motherfucker.
Yo, your mom's gon' put your picture in the dollar frame. All my guns rusty. I name them.
Cause I'm the one,
Yo, your mom's gon' put your picture in the dollar frame. Yo, your mom's gon' put your mom's gon' put your picture in the dollar frame. All my guns rusty. I name them. Yo, your mom's gon' put your picture in the dollar frame. All my guns rusty. I name them girl names. Kiss him, never beat him, mistreat him. Take him out for walks and even feed him. Stay aimed on a bigger basket. Treat a bastard like I'm supposed to. You better walk or I'ma roast you. Anybody bad is in the graveyard or on the way. Keep capping, I'ma show you the day. By the way, I'ma Russell Rusty's Levi jeans. For the Tim's from the era of real. Where hustlers hustle and dance. You made stand a chance. The truth is free, but piss you off. Don't get your wig them shiny rings and shit'll get you raw. You soft, lost. This is a
let me tell you what I do. Just burn breaking niggas back. We giant. Let me tell you what I do.
Yo, it's the free agent in the land of the free basin. Cats in the street speaking cold like a Freemason. Yo, it's the myth of the dragon, the fiend chasing. Look, son, my shit not dragging, I'm speed racing. It's that freelance, son, ain't no freestyle shit. Shit is dirty like the hookers that be out on the strip. Yo, when Grants be in his bag, shit's as foul as it gets. Shit, they killed him for the bag, blew him out of his kicks. Yo, I'm smoking on some loud as it gets. Tower over catch, ass, you bow down to the kid. Look, we dropping like the towers did. Cats be on some sour shit, my shit be overpowering. Don't overthink this shit. When you young, son, you know how it is. Yo, your shit is just robotic, my hitters is globe trotters. You couldn't fit the bill or even fit the sole provider. Contract killers come and kill the show for hire.
Breaking niggas back, we giant. About to get let me tell you what I do. All of y'all motherfuckers just burn in the action. Breaking niggas back, we giant. About to get let me tell you what I do. All of y'all motherfuckers just burn in the action.
Yo, shooting lasers out got a cyclops C-glance. The blunt is aromatic, democratic C-span. The pen of true is fatal. Battle across a pool table. I see grands inside a polo ski pants. Your album's whack, hope the label frees your advance. Aftermath, shatter glass, me and Raph on the audio trance. The Bruce Lee cypher 90-degree stance. Drew a blueprint and here's the plans. Concrete jungle pummeled by knees and hands. Bomb pressed with the SIG contest, cause the game is rigged. Been scorching rappers. It's gonna take more than a morning after to get rid of before X-Pac. Burying my competition, decompositions, composition 6-foot plot. That's word there, every thought out scheme I jot. Compare a writer's greatness, there's no debating.
Breaking niggas back, we giant. About to get live. Let me tell you rules, what I do, what I love. Y'all motherfuckers just burn.
You remember that, fucker.
Light up on my plate, light up on my mind. Gotta go and get it, gotta go and grind. Stuck up in my room, stuck up in my mind. Lord, pick me up when I'm feeling down. Every day I meditate for my energy. Life bring me good and the bad. I gotta stay focused, my balance is symmetry. If I get the poppin' and people was watching, they see me and they start to mimic me. People be sheeping, I'm peeping your energy. Or maybe I'm anxious and I'm overthinking. That's why I cannot bring a friend to me. I cannot be the enemy. Every day I grow up a enemy. Finish line is my spinning imagery. Fighting my mind, I be my own enemy. Put a foot on my neck and I just take a step for me to go get ahead of me. Until I can step in my legacy. And my headstone saying rest in peace. Giving everything, all the best of me. I'ma be too real to call me in the street. I've been 10 toes down, close to the ground in the green like I'm a centipede. Light up on my plate, light up on my mind. Gotta go and get it, gotta go and grind. Stuck up in my room, stuck up in my mind. Get up on the stage, let them go and shine. Like the sun when it rise, nigga. The Lord with me, that's my nigga. Since I was baptized, nigga. It's just me and my niggas, man. Fuck niggas can't fuck with me, man. Bitches trying to suck on me, man. In the DMs going nuts on the grain. In your BM catching up on that hang. Pull a game on a thigh, wow. I'm in shorty at the pow, wow. She lay eyes in the daytime, in the nighttime, giving eyebrows. She with my kids like a side child. Married to the biz, I get my vows. So my prayers get to a high pot. Now my prayers been hit for my crowd. So we getting lit, taking hits, taking shots by the bonfire. Knowing afterwards need a hot shot. Looking in the mirror in a hot tub. It's a lot up on my plate, lot up on my mind. Gotta go and get it, gotta go and grind. Stuck up in my room, stuck up in my mind. Lord, pick me up when I'm feeling down. Every day I meditate for my energy. Life bring me good and the bad. I gotta stay focused, my balance is symmetry. If I get the poppin' and people was watching, they see me and they start to mimic me. People be sheeping, I'm peeping your energy. Or maybe I'm anxious and I'm overthinking. That's why I cannot bring a friend to me. I cannot be the enemy. Every day I grow up a enemy. Finish line is my spinning imagery. Fighting my mind, I be my own enemy. Take a step from me to go get ahead of me. Keeping my legacy. Saying rest in peace. All the best of me. I've been 10 toes down, close to the ground in the green like I'm a centipede.
trueOGseries.
Peace, what's going on? Welcome back to the trueOG series. I am Sun Brave. Bishop the DJ is on the ones and twos. Yeah, so, we're playing around with the visual look, like I said. We're talking about the history of hip hop here. You gotta forgive me if it looks like I'm looking down, I'm reading off my papers. I'm trying to get to the point where I can get like a teleprompter. Y'all gotta support though. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff. But anyway, let's get back into our topic, which is the history of hip hop and its cultural impact. Okay? So, where were we? Yeah, it wasn't long after the beginning of hip hop that it quickly spread from city to city and it gained national attention. One of the first mainstream hip hop songs was Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang, which was released in 1979. This song became a major hit. It reached number 36 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, which for a new genre of music is unheard of. But hip hop, like I said, it wasn't just about the music. It was also about the culture. The 5 elements of hip hop, which are graffiti. We put graffiti first. graffiti really is what started it when you think about it, the visual nature of it. DJing, beatboxing, rapping, and breaking, B-boys and B-girls. Now, of course, knowledge is that sixth element, but some people put it as fifth, but you can't forget beatboxing, okay? So, let me talk about like breaking, for instance. Like I said, breaking was a way for young people to express themselves and to showcase their skills. It's also, how the community comes together. Dancing is an integral part of Americans and American culture. And battles would often take place at block parties and other events between B-boys and B-girls. So this is how the culture spreads. We having dance battles, the DJs are looping the breaks so the B-boys and B-girls can break dance, which is not the right term, it's breaking, and that's where, the visual, everything is coming together. And as time progressed and we reached the 1980s, that's when hip hop, the music, started to evolve. The music, it really became more politically and socially conscious. You gotta think about artists like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, who had MCs like Melly Mel and Scorpio, but Melly Mel in particular, he's probably to this day, I would consider him probably like one of the greatest MCs of all time, just based on his lyrical capabilities. And he was making songs like The Message back in the beginning of the 80s. Like, this is stuff that was groundbreaking. Like, to be able to flow like that and put our situation on wax like that, it communicated to the world what was really going on. And that's what showed the world how powerful hip hop, really is. So you gotta think about groups and artists such as Run DMC, Public Enemy, LL Cool J, Rakim, The Juice Crew, KRS-One, NWA. Like, I can throw a lot of names out there of artists and their music during this decade that address issues such as poverty, racism, police brutality, while moving away from the pop stylings of the entrepreneur, the people who really pioneered this, like the Treacherous Three, Curtis Blow, Tila Rock. Like, they were great. Busy Bee. These artists are pioneers, but they had a more party style, whereas these artists it's like Marvin Gaye, what's going on? He opened the palette and showed you the range. You feel me? So you also gotta credit the producers like Marley Marl. We gotta think Mark the 45 King. You gotta think about Prince Paul. So many producers and artists in the 80s who pushed the art form sonically and in so many different new directions. So that's hip hop. That's that rebellious nature, that independent spirit. Like I said, I was about to say entrepreneurial. Like, it's an entrepreneurial spirit because it comes from nothing, for real. And that's why we love hip hop. But when we come back, we're gonna get everyone up to speed, as far as the 90s and the 2000s, the millennium, and where we are now today in hip hop and where we're going into the future. So for now, let's get back into the mix. trueOGseries.
I'ma take it out on you. Here we go.
Pull up to the light, turn the car off, blow this bitch's bra off with a sawed off. I came to torture ya. 4 niggas, 4 triggers in the corset.
Face mama, deeper than a condom. Just seen the Ghana, just left Wakanda.
Get your bite on, get your fight on. Scared of the dark, bitch, turn the light on. It's murder in this bitch, Jake. I get surgical in this bitch. I believe in God, I used to pray to Jehovah, till I got shot in the face, now all that's over. Ex-girlfriend's a stripper, believe I love her. She's sucking dick for a living, but please don't judge her. The bitch in Cleveland that be running scams. My birthday, the bitch write me a ring. Ad for Detroit, I done got y'all niggas. Beat up, smacked up, or shot y'all niggas. I am not y'all niggas. Y'all some not y'all niggas. I'm on the robbing spree, sliding through the D, come slide with me. I'm on the robbing spree, sliding through the D, come
What is they jealous for? This helicopter propeller turned a nigga to Skeletor. I'm a bare knuckle boxer, it's like my Bellator. That cartridge opened up from that chopper just like the cellar doors. Clearly heavy, hear me correctly? I'm a motherfucking stoner, Corona is scared to catch me, nigga. No fear, I hope you prepared to test me. Tall can full of acid, you welcome to share this Pepsi, yeah. No subliminal, you rap cats through like fuck it. Pill a nigga muffin cat back blue, that's a body. Old shotty, but the black Mac new do a drive-by in the caddy, swing the lack back through, woo! That's a power move, gunpowder down the fool. Clown a cat, he in the shower cap, I'm in my shower shoes. Shopper so big it's bizarre, I don't know how to lose. Plant your carcass right in the garden, niggas is flower food. Payne.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm headed up again, hating just fuse my rocket chamber. Few niggas clone the flow, happy to be my doppelganger. A pocket stainless, cool ticket hung on my closet hangers. Forgot he's famous, disconnected from hip-hop for ages. Entered the crew, hood Olympics, brought off the block courageous. Taking over again, walking you through the hostage phases. Cut out the cages, 21 flips of deposit pages. Won't nominate us, throw cherry bombs at the comment. I'm headed up again, hating just fuse my rocket chamber. Few niggas clone the flow, happy to be my doppelganger. A pocket stainless, cool ticket hung on my closet hangers. Forgot he's famous, disconnected from hip-hop. I'm headed up again, hating just fuse my rocket chamber. Few niggas clone the flow, happy to be my doppelganger. I'm headed up again, hating just fuse my rocket chamber. Few niggas clone the flow, happy to be my doppelganger. I'm headed up again, hating just fuse my rocket chamber. I'm headed up again, hating just fuse my rocket chamber. I'm headed up again, I'm headed up again, I'm headed up again, hating just fuse my rocket chamber. Few niggas clone the flow, happy to be my doppelganger. I'm headed up again, hating just fuse my rocket chamber. Few niggas clone the flow, happy to be my doppelganger. A pocket stainless, cool ticket hung on my closet hangers. Forgot he's famous, disconnected from hip-hop for ages. Entered the crew, hood Olympics, brought off the block courageous. Taking over again, walking you through the hostage phases. Cut out the cages, one flips of deposit pages. One natives, throw cherry bombs at the commentators. Queens and the cookies for my beat, they send a green pinata. Team shotter, you either wish to rap ball or dream of powder. Lean and tower, fuck by the rapper. Which of the peas are louder? Screams and hollers. What is the likelihood I'ma breed my flowers? Life will reveal itself, won't be this back on clip. Gotta keep bring out the vehicle. Cap go. Pray for a miracle, for recovery. Faster fix niggas out. Yalla, manumma, ash. You hold your head and numbers. Black and they get you short and no time of day for the unimportant. You trust important, no time of day for the unimportant. You trust a bitch, you either shoot or snort it. Karma been on my case for years now, we finally made the truth this morning.
Me and Karma made the truth this morning. Me and Karma made the truth this morning. Me and Karma made the truth this morning. It ain't roses and unicorns where I'm from. Little niggas tat trophies on their face. It ain't roses and unicorns where I'm from. Little niggas tat trophies on their face, they body. It ain't roses and unicorns where I'm from. It ain't roses and unicorns where I'm from. Little niggas tat trophies on their face, they body. It ain't roses and unicorns where I'm from. It ain't roses and unicorns where I'm from. Little niggas tat trophies on their face, they body some. It ain't roses and unicorns where I'm from. Little niggas tat trophies on their face, they body some. Project Squid Game for cocaine. You get an extra belly button from the ancient deposits in my rhyme book. White truffle on cheesecake, I got that rich taste. Going off them concentrates, Bentley with the paper plates. Daytona Dasher with the day and date. R.I.P. the fat shot, cause I miss my nigga. 200 bowls on the table, got my diamonds bigger. TAC diamonds got a nigga brain mixed up. That shit is 92%, how the fuck I get up? Insane in my blood, from Dr. Green Thumb. Got the K in the trunk, watch the drummer boy drum. Mama not home, whip it up in the kitchen. Tenant getting high, bag it up in the basement. Damn, that nigga nice.
Don't treat me like a jerk. I'm a little cocky, that's because I put in work. Got a little stocky, that's because I put in work. I'm a little cocky, that's because I know my worth. Don't treat me like a jerk. I'm a little cocky, that's because I put in work. Got a little stocky, that's because I put in work. I'm a little cocky, that's because I know my worth. No shoes on my carpet, cause all I remember is that 2-bedroom apartment I was raised in. Was right down on Lombard at Beachfield, I was ballin'. I mastered trash talking on the pavement. But that's what you absorbing when the street lights start calling. Where drug dealers make faultless on occasion. Yeah, I copped them new Jordans, now not feel important. Put the work in, I'm certain it won't change. Yeah, I ain't perfect, I'm a person, it won't change. Yeah, what you see on the surface can't change. Yeah, what I see in my purpose can't change. Yeah, if they make me a jerk, then okay. Don't treat me like a jerk. I'm a little cocky, that's because I put in work. Got a little stocky, that's because I put in work. I'm a little cocky, that's because I know my worth. Don't treat me like a jerk. I'm a little cocky, that's because I put in work. Got a little stocky, that's because I put in work. I'm a little cocky, that's because I know my worth. Don't. Yeah, you know what I be saying, I ain't saying that. You know that I ain't mean that. You know me better than that, I'm offended. Unfollow me and I ain't in your mentions. You call me jerk to put me in position. Damn. You got me thinking now, maybe I deserve it. I wanna treat you right, but I'm not encouraged. You wanna lead me to, but you don't have the courage. You crashing at my place, but you don't have insurance. Don't treat me like a jerk. I'm a little cocky, that's because I put in work. Got a little stocky, that's because I put in work. I'm a little cocky, that's because I know my worth.
Bishop, hell yeah. trueOGseries.
Welcome back to trueOGseries, the one and only podcast like a mixtape. Again, I'm Sun Brave. Bishop the DJ is on the ones and twos. And as you can see, I'm chilling in Street Legal Studios. Yeah, we back here, baby. If you remember, this is where we started, like we was recording here all the time. But let's get back and let's close this thing out, okay? Like I said, the 1990s saw hip-hop reach new heights of popularity. Unfortunately, this was at the expense of the more conscious political direction that began to arise at the end of the 80s. It was more so reported that in 1991 there was a secret meeting with execs that changed hip-hop. It decided that the direction of hip-hop needed to go from the politically conscious love, just having fun vibe to a more criminal element. So you had artists, they went from, and A Tribe Called Quest still was booming in the 90s, but we had, the Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, Brand Nubian, all these others, what they shepherd in started to get pushed to the side in favor of artists like the Notorious B.I.G., Snoop Dogg, Tupac. And, that's what happened, Dr. Dre, because of the mainstream. And it's not knocking them or their music, it's just because of this agenda that was set place, hip hop, and it's really because they wanted to fill private prisons. If you haven't, look that up. It's on Hip Hop Is Red, that's where I got it from. But I've heard it before, because it was broke in 2012. I heard this back in the mid 2000s. So this is something that people knew about, okay? But the music is gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going on. And despite the controversy that was surrounding the genre, you gotta look at groups like Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Def Squad, and more. They proved that hip hop still is a legitimate art form. So we move on from that and we go into the new millennium. And you look at groups like Outkast, Disturbing the Peace, Lil Jon. It shifted from this whole East to West thing really to center on the South. And that's when you look at the 2000s, the rise of crunk and snap music, things like that, trap music. Like these subgenres, I don't like calling them subgenres, but these expressions of hip hop keep it fresh. Now you gotta look at in the 2020s, because we're in the 2020s. You gotta look at funk. You gotta look at these things. These are the things that are pushing the genre forward. But you gotta remember, it's still $1 billion industry. You feel me? And even though it's $1 billion industry, it's a culture. It's more than just the music. It's a cultural movement, okay? It's giving voice to marginalized people and communities, and it continues to inspire people around the world. The world still wants to dress like us and talk like us and act like us, you feel me? And this goes back to Run DMC with my Adidas. We always making a brand hot. And if it's not making a brand hot, then, you know, it's making brands, new brands like FUBU and Tommy Hilfiger and stuff like that. Household names, man. It's just what we do. It's the power of hip hop, that the language, the slang. You feel me? Like, it's everyday conversation comes from it. It's from what people who were rejected and told aren't valuable. If they aren't valuable, why are they dictating how everything is? They the ones who should benefit. You feel me? It's a cultural, it's a global cultural phenomenon. So what we do is powerful, okay? But that's it for today's show. I hope you learned something new about hip hop, or you just reaffirmed your love for hip hop and its cultural significance and where we're coming from. You know, shout out to the team, shout out to Empire Distribution for supporting. I got a new EP that's out today, you feel me? I know Styles P done dropped something today. I got 2 EPs, actually. Got Capsules, the OG version, OG Gas, and the Purp version. So go listen to those. It's hip hop, man. Like, we do this podcast because we love y'all. This is culture. Like, I'll be working out to this shit. Like, I'm a fan of this. You feel me? And, you know, Bishop, he's always blending the hot mixes. So remember, every Friday, it's season 8, this is episode 1, but every Friday, you can get it wherever you get streaming podcasts or on YouTube. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, okay? See y'all next week. Peace.
All right.
Rest in peace to Bobby Hutton and all the legacies of what it seemed like I'm in touch with. Proud underground that they leave out the discussion. Call it find the keepers and then see how y'all adjust. And I was lucky where I never had to look far. It was like a lullaby before daddy took off. Singing how we got the free Huey, we got the free Huey. The vision bright enough where you could probably see it through me. With my fists up in the air, same shade as little Sambo. Reach for my umbrella, I was raised to let a cannon blow. Pancakes for everyone who need to get their plate filled. Pistols in the kitchen for whoever feel the way still. Younger me, taught that the world is under me, and to stand above it is to never stand comfortably. White man come for me, no I ain't the typical 10-point program, honor it like it's biblical. Rest in peace to Bobby Hutton and all the legacies of what it seemed like I'm in touch with. Rest in peace to Bobby Hutton. Rest in peace to Bobby Hutton. Rest in peace to Bobby Hutton and all the legacies of what it seemed like I'm in touch with. The proud underground that they leave out the discussion. Call it finders keepers and then see how y'all adjust. And I was lucky where I never had to look far. It was like a lullaby before daddy took off. Singing how we got the free Huey, we got the free Huey. The vision bright enough where you could probably see it through me with my fists up in it. Rest in peace to Bobby Hutton and all the legacies of what it seemed like I'm in touch with. The proud underground that they leave out the discussion. Call it finders keepers and then see how y'all adjust. And I was lucky where I never had to look far. It was like a lullaby before daddy took off. Singing how we got the free Huey, got the free Huey. The vision bright enough where you could probably see it through me. With my fists up in the air, same shade as little Sambo. Reach for my umbrella, I was raised to let a cannon blow. Pancakes for everyone who need to get their plate filled. Pistols in the kitchen for whoever feel the way still. Younger me, taught that the was under me, and it's above it is the never comfortable. White man come for me, no 10-point program, honor it, biblical. All praise due here, and know what to do if they charge through here. The shit I heard, knew the code, just like how we know the word. The revolution wasn't televised, but it was spoken word, and I heard every part of it. Bravery and all the worry at the heart of it. You're open under your real clips, no bargaining. Admiring the beauty within all of it, and ultimately like thought of it. Right.
The 10-point program, number 1, we want freedom. we want the power to control the destiny of our black community. Number 2, we want full employment for our people. Number 3, we want an end to the robbery by the white man of our black community. Number 4, we want decent housing fit to shelter human beings. Number 5, we want education for our people.
All power to the people, cause your flag on the scale meant y'all power wasn't equal. Taught to take it back, shoot you down to help me reach you. Stories ain't alone, you be bound to get the sequel. Stand to know the risk, yet and still, the Lord's with you. Hand up over fist, verse Bill O'Neill's and Roy Mitchell's. I was privy to it, me and mine is blessed to say that we can live and proof it. The same pride as yesterday is here tomorrow, right? But if you got some spare time that I can borrow, right? Then I'd love to put this on pause. Grew up off of strength, I come from pushing the cause. Built different now, I'd love to push you some raw. Built for the crown, won't none of them be ignored. They sold my beret, so pardon me if I call for applause. For living through the death of my history. Reparations every time I get a key. My 40 in a mule is when they load 40 in a mule. For every member they took from us, cordially confused. Panther in my blood, shameful of my business. But the way business been going, shame ain't too expensive, and I heard every part of it. The bravery and all the worry at the heart of it. Fully loaded clips, no bargaining. Admiring the beauty within all of it. And Alta looked at me like, tell me what you thought of it.
Organizing and teaching ourselves, and we must arm ourselves. We have to put a shotgun in every door. Door to door. Across this racist nation.
Surround the bubble, they tell you I really like that. You dying from the punch, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Right across your head like blow, that's what a spike bat. Knock them out, then taps his pockets, that's for the nightcap. Axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punch, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Right across your head like blow, that's what a spike bat. Knock them out, then taps his pockets, that's for the nightcap. Walking to the spot, my ops, they be like, oh shit. No, I got the drop, now watch, I rock your whole shit. Axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punch, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Right across your head like blow, that's what a spike bat. Knock them out, then tap his pockets, that's axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punch, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Right across your head like blow, that's what a spike bat. Knock them out, then taps his pockets, that's for the nightcap. Axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punch, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Right across your head like blow, that's what a spike bat. Knock them out, then taps his pockets, that's for the nightcap. Axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punch, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Right across your head like blow, that's what a spike bat. Knock them out, then taps his pockets, that's for the nightcap. Walking to the spot, my ops, they be like, oh shit. No, I got the drop, now watch, I rock your whole shit. Axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punch, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punch, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Axe around the burrows, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punch, tap his pockets, that's for the fight back. Right across your head like blow, that's for the spike bat. Knock them out, then tap his pockets, that's for the nightcap. Walking to the spot, my ops, they be like, oh shit. No, I got the drop, now watch, I rock your whole shit. Mama was a fan in 97 on Ghost Dick. Girl was on the dance floor sucking me off in old type of bitches hanging on my dick. You a bozo, so I'm banging on your bitch. If you want smoke, then I'll flame you with the fifth. Lil' homie, I walk around with your Wrangler on my wrist. Buckle up and shit, knuckle up, you bitch. My chain, looking truck and shit, call it stuff I love a kiss. Had 2 bitches on my bucket list, and I fucked them in the same night, fuck that shit. She fucked all your mans, you still cuff that bitch. I might spit in her face and then snuff that bitch. Ha. You know I get biz, walk around like the city is mine because it is. Ha. Don't ever disrespect me. Ever disrespect me. Pussy. Don't ever disrespect me,
yo,
you heard?
purple raindrops, couple rings trouble like a submachine Glock. In the jungle, never fumble, we just double green hop. Yo, we rumble, then we stumble in your humble queen hop. We cut you, get it jumping like a trampoline. My good reasons is the meaning of a saladine. I smuggle, juggle coffee beans, level 17. I run a train up on your horn, she get double cream. I just swallow hella me. Yo, Spanish fly rituals, me and Chef made the kitchen move. Fold a bomb and almost killed this man up in the picture booth. I stay in tune with Raspberry writers. I wrote for the Writers Cup, caught arthritis. We step up on the yacht, you swear we was all pirates. With slick Rick eye patches, burners in a Hyatt. Disrespect us, my nigga, don't even try it. Yo, Nems, go and pull in they mouth with a pair of pliers.
Ha. Don't ever disrespect me. Ever disrespect me. pussy. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard?
P-Gang, you already know what it is. It's your man SKYZOO with my homie DJ Bishop. You know how you get it in, man. Out here, be more, putting it together.